everybody. Welcome to another episode of Oh Hell Yeah. I'm Eddie Della Siepe.
Hi, I'm Brent. Flyberg.
There it is. We're here. We're peers.
Get
Used to it. Is it get used to or deal with us? Get used to it.
Get used to us. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. We're here at beautiful Spider House Rule Studios.
We found it.
Came up with that name all by myself. Not my significant other. She doesn't listen to the podcast. Doesn't matter. I'll take full credit.
She never will.
And she
And I'll make sure of it.
She full on disapproves of this whole venture. I'm like, give me half the garage, please. I need to speak to a man for an hour.
Without you around.
I need to record that I have a friend, or else no one will believe it. It really is kind of funny when you think about what we're doing. It's like, imagine telling somebody like 20 years ago what you did. Like, what did you do? Like, what do you do for fun? What do you do for your job? Well, I speak to a man for an hour. We record it and we play it for people. Oh, wow. Do a lot of people listen? You'd think.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Sort of, fake it till you make it kind of a thing. But it is sort of like we're monetizing a play date or attempting to monetize adult play dates.
It's interesting that we're at a time. The reason why podcasting, I feel, has grown to the degree that it has is because, and here's my sociological sort of assessment of what's happening. And I do have a degree in sociology, minor in psych.
Okay.
I didn't even know this.
So this is an expert talking.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say that. That's what others say whenever I speak about these subjects like this. I go, an expert's talking. Guys, please, I'm just trying to have a meal like anybody else. But I feel because no one talks on the phone anymore.
Interesting.
Because relationships are harvested via text, via DMs. People aren't as social as they used to be because to be social, you needed to get out of your house.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to leave ever and have full relationships.
Yeah.
I think in our primal minds, I need to be around talking, people talking, conversing, sharing ideas. Even if I'm not speaking, I need to be around it.
You still feel like you're sort of part of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, someone once told me this at Apple. That I was at some podcast fest, and someone at Apple I was talking to one of their marketing and people there, and he always said this line: third person at the table. So you want to be like kind of like I'm at the table, hang out with these guys. I'm just listening. And
I'm just happy to be there.
I'm just happy to be there,
Yeah.
right? And if you think about it, someone who's listening to this podcast, they live a life where like, hey, I have a job, I have kids, I have a family, but listen to these two imbeciles who are clearly in Arrested Development, who refuse to grow up, who care way more about what's in their hair than what's going on in their fucking bank account. I just like listening to these guys. It makes me feel better about my life.
Yeah, feel better about themselves.
Yeah. So there we go.
Could be, yeah.
These fatherless rubes, these grown-up boys with no responsibility. I listen to them talk for an hour.
These godless children in a garage somewhere. I just got to hear what they're up to.
That garage should be with a car that you're working on.
Honestly,
to get away from your wife.
There should be a car in here that we're working on. That'd be a sick podcast if we recorded ourselves working on a car.
Oh my God. And when we do ad reads, this episode of Car Boys?
Too Hot to Car.
Too Hot to Car. Too Hot to Car? Almost sounds like it's a car. It's like an Indian name. Anyway, I would love to that's the one thing I will say that as a man that really kind of makes you feel like less of a man.
What?
Is when you talk to a man.
A car guy?
Not even a car guy, who knows how to fix a car.
Fix anything, really.
Yeah.
Completely emasculate me anytime. Yeah, if you can put a door on its hinges.
Yes.
You can
handle a drill. If
you could build stairs.
Oh.
I bow down before you. You are my alpha.
Oh man. If I just see a guy with a tool belt walking around, I'm like,
I just start following. And I'm like, put me to work, buddy.
Take my girlfriend. She's all yours. I'm not even close to a man of you are. I'm not even.
You'll treat her right. I can tell.
We're not the same gender here. You are a man. Take her, honey. He's got a tool belt.
Come on.
And there's tools in it.
And they look like they've been used.
Yeah.
But taken care
of course, because he knows he loves his tools. His tools are an extension of his body.
Of course.
But I will say, being able, if you could pop a hood and you know exactly what's going on in there,
Yeah, that's got to feel good. Hey there. Hope you're enjoying this episode. If you are, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get a notification when we put out new episodes and you don't miss it. Also, please follow us on social media and enjoy the rest of the episode. Let's get back to it.
Is there one skill that you wish you had
Ooh.
that I can like that? Like if this
You
is
could Matrix,
if
just
we're
plug
we're
into my
living in a
brain.
simulation and you can a la carte your skill set, and I say, okay, this is who you are, but now you can add one more thing to this sort of like pot of who you are. What would it be? I think I have mine.
You go ahead. I'm going to think about it for a second.
Now you want it to be useful and impressive.
I was thinking, yeah, okay. I guess useful is monetarily
Useful,
beneficial.
practical, and impressive. Because you don't
Mhm.
want something that no one can like be impressed about. Then what the hell's the
Yeah.
point? Like, oh wow, you can do that? Who cares?
Oh, you can Bitcoin mine. You
Oh,
know how to set up a
wow.
Bitcoin mining server.
Oh
Cool.
wow, you're
Yeah.
okay, cool. You can recall statistics for any baseball player from any decade. Oh wow, that
Yeah.
comes in handy amongst other dweebs.
Okay, go ahead. I think I got mine.
It would either be speak multiple languages,
Oh, that's good.
okay, French, English, throw in a Mandarin in there.
Ooh.
Imagine you're on a date, you, an Anglo-Saxon man, and me,
Mhm,
a slightly
mhm,
Hispanic boy,
mhm.
and you're on a date and you just throw some Mandarin out there.
You go to a Chinese restaurant.
Not even.
And you. Oh, okay.
Screw the Chinese restaurant. I'm just throwing Mandarin out there. Oh,
But
wait,
if you're not, but if there's
yeah,
not someone there to
yeah,
confirm,
you know
that-
what? You're right. Because if I'm in a restaurant and it's not Chinese, and then there's a server who is Asian, I just start throwing Mandarin at him.
Yeah, that's
and he's like,
not a great look.
I'm from Oakland. I don't know,
Yeah.
and I'm also Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow.
Oops.
Sorry.
Ooh. I do
hate-
speak Mandarin.
Yeah, I
but,
just don't need people know I speak
yeah.
Mandarin. Multiple languages. I was gonna say piano,
Piano's good.
but oddly enough, the people that play piano publicly are somewhat hated.
You think so?
I think so. Here's why. If I was like walking through a train station or airport or even a store, it had a
Mhm.
piano, and some guy decided to tickle the ivories,
If he's really good, I'm fine with it.
I'm not.
You're not.
Because I'd be like, relax.
Quit showing off.
Relax. I get it. He's an incel that figured out how to work this instrument. Everyone, don't be too impressed by this guy.
I was learning how to talk to girls when he was learning how to talk to the piano. So
He can touch the keys, but can he touch a woman? I don't think so. No, a little bit is it's a little show offy to me.
yes,
A little bit like,
little
much like his equal counterpart, guitar at a party guy.
guitar to party.
Guitar at a party guy. That guy.
I don't care how good you are.
Exactly.
Stop monopolizing the party like that.
Every time, if you see this in California a lot, because there's a lot of artists and there's a lot of Jack Johnson kind of vibes going on. I've been in an LA house party before. Guy shows up, no shoes, linen pants. You know those shirts that are just like open,
Yeah.
like it's like
Like they look like they should have buttons, but there's just
no, it's just like open with like a little. It's
like a string almost.
Yeah,
like
it's like a little bit from like. Did you get that from the set of
like a Ren
Django?
fair, yeah.
Is that from the set of Django? Where'd you get that? He's got a straw cap, and then he just whips out a guitar and does one of these. Do you mind?
I do. For the record, I do.
And he just
I'm
starts.
not going to say anything in the moment, but I do mind.
And he says something kind of like only guitar players probably say, like, "Man, if I tickle the strings," or
Does anyone have a capo?
sing.
No? I'll
This
make
one I
two.
dislike. If a guy goes, "Sing along if you know it,"
The-
and he just starts strumming, and of course all the women turn around and just like, oh. Behind that woman is me, eyes roll, doing this.
Yeah. I'm leaving that party, I think.
See?
Yeah.
It all depends how you use your powers.
Yeah.
So if I whip out Mandarin or Italian or Spanish or French, by the way, most of those languages I should speak. My mom is Spanish, my dad's Italian, and I grew up in Canada, so I took French. So it's actually
Yeah, you're
I'm what other languages call
making up for lost time. with
yeah,
this.
I'm what other cultures call a disgrace.
Yeah.
A real disgrace. But You whip that out. You're not showing off. Hey, I was the way I was raised. I'm
True.
actually doing you a favor. Like I'm conversing with this person to make our experience a little easier here while we're traveling
There's
abroad or in
kind
this
of
restaurant.
It's pretty hard to speak another language in a way that show off. You
So
really gotta kind of try.
it would be languages or mechanic,
Mechanic.
because it'd be kind of sweet because you only whip it out so often.
Yeah.
The girlfriend's like, I think my car's overheating.
Then you go in there. And go,
Take a look. Open it up.
all right, yeah.
It's got no oil, hon.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I thought I put it in.
I could do that much. I could see if there's oil in a car.
I can't even open the front. I can't even open the hood of the car. You know when you know.
I changed my own oil.
Really?
I did.
In your car?
I did.
In your body. This is how useless of a man I am. You know when you just like pop the hood and you gotta shimmy your
You
hand.
gotta find the
You got
thing.
you gotta you know. And then you just feel like a teenager in a house party. Like, where is it? Is it here? I can get it. I can. No. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot in there. And your hands are dirty. You smell your fingers. You know.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah, of course. Too many times. I've still never found it.
But working on car languages, I was gonna say instrument, but those guys can easily be, because there is a performance aspect to us where we want to show people our skills. We're comedians.
Yes.
So what would yours be?
Oh, really good cook.
Fuck, that's a good one.
Right? Because that it's never, dude.
Wait a second. You don't want to be a good cook. You just eat burgers.
Yeah, but if I could make really good, that's the thing. I eat burgers and stuff because it's so good and it's easy. If I could just like walk into any kitchen and be like, boom, 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 here's a great meal.
You know, I was just watching episode 1 of The Bear, and I think there's movies that have this renaissance. It's sort of like influx of people being influenced to do it. When we were kids, it was karate. Karate Kid. You just want to chop
Turtles.
Ninja Turtle. I want to be an amphibian living underneath the core of the earth, living underneath the crust of the earth. I want to be trained by a rat. And I like
Eat
pizza.
my pizza backwards.
Yes, this is what they did.
Yeah.
Oh wow. There's Karate Kid.
Yes.
There's a lot of kids. I watched the Karate Kid when we were young that said, put on a gi, let's pop some wood.
Sure did it.
Let's beat up our younger brothers, give them CTE, wonder why they're such a fuck up in life, and be like, oh, maybe it's because I used to punch him in the head. Nah.
He never applied himself.
He's just lazy. That's what it is. He does scream when he sleeps, so he does scream. There was that. There was Rocky, boxing.
Yeah.
A lot of people did boxing because of Rocky.
Did it? I mean, I'll take your word for it. I didn't know any, but I'm a little younger than you, but I didn't see any sort of boxing. No one I knew growing up was boxing. A lot of karate. Some taekwondo.
Yeah.
No
now it's UFC. Now those guys
are
like, you know,
BJJ.
Yes.
The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes. BJ. Give me a BJ.
Give me that
J.
BJ. Yeah, man. What? You want what lessons? You want fucking blowjob lessons? That's like a dad who doesn't get
now
it.
roll around the ground with that man, sweaty.
Yeah.
Something straight.
Oh, thank God. I thought you wanted to do something gay. You just want to roll around with some guys.
BJ's? Not my dojo.
Yeah, not my dojo.
Now we're going to lock ourselves in this sweaty room and roll on the ground and give ourselves germs.
Get your head in his ass. Get your head right between his legs.
What's that? Fox Cutter? What was that movie? Fox Ridge? Fox Catcher. That movie creeped me out.
Never saw it.
No, it was
Steve Carell was a bad man.
Yeah, I think he had like a nose
big
implant.
schnoz.
Yeah. That
Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah, Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
He really did look like a wrestler too. He had like that.
The hunched. Yeah, they have a posture.
Yeah, the Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, like they're always spitting in a water bottle because they got to cut weight.
They just look like they're just about to pounce on a guy stealing. Yeah, those are the kind of guys that work security at like a Walmart. Like, come back. May not stay in California because you can walk away after $900. I think that's the one that when I was in Florida, they brought that up a lot. By the way,
they brought it up
because we live in California and we're
they
like
brought up California's laws.
Yeah, I got a lot of not by my in-laws, but there was the odd here. It's just like, oh, communist California.
Yeah,
you guys are just like
giving
everything
people
away.
Steal. It's like. Come and try and steal something from the Target.
I defend Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I love Los Angeles.
I do too.
So do you. And I love this country. I wouldn't want to be a citizen if I didn't. And every part of this country is got its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the L.A. and New York, they have this sort of like duality, this sort of like a competitive nature between the
Yeah.
two, right? Which one's better? And granted, people say stuff about New York saying like, you get stuff you don't see anywhere else in the country. Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you seen that before?
Certainly not in L.A.
Some of the best museums in the world. Some fashion.
The food.
The food.
The nightlife.
But you know what we got in LA that they don't got? We got stuff they haven't seen before either. I've seen 4 cholos fighting in a Whole Foods parking lot. Have you seen that?
Have you seen that, New York?
No. Have you seen a woman taking a selfie in a Planned Parenthood? I have.
Have you really?
Have you seen that in New York? Huh? We got stuff you haven't seen before. Have you seen fireworks all year round?
That you don't have.
No, you don't got that.
Definitely. And I bet you've never seen a guy who used to star on Greek on ABC Family crash his car at the Santa Monica Pier. You've never seen that.
No.
Never seen that.
Never seen that. You never seen a guy crying in a Tesla. Never seen that, New York.
New York. He's on the subway.
Mm-hmm. He's on the subway, probably, listening to a podcast like an idiot.
What a fool.
Unless you listen to ours.
Yeah, and that's okay.
So we got stuff in LA you've never seen before in New York.
No, man. You ever seen a mountain lion in your condo building's pool?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out to P22 RIP.
Have you seen more tents than an REI? No, you haven't.
No.
the turnover. No.
I just had flashbacks to last night. I stayed on the bus for one stop too long, and so I had to walk down this stretch of Hollywood that is all
bus.
tents.
You took a bus?
Yeah, I took the bus.
What the hell's wrong with you? I didn't know things were going that bad.
Yeah, dude, I take the bus sometimes.
And to the people who don't know, the bus anywhere else in the country is a very viable mode of transportation from A to B. You're doing something, being part of the city. You're being part of the municipality that is that city, and you're reducing your carbon footprint. But in Los Angeles, you gotta check up on your boys. You okay?
Yes.
You taking the bus?
I'm doing fine. Listen, I'm trying to make the bus okay.
What?
Look, the buses in Los Angeles are better than anyone gives them credit for.
I would rather you tell me, like, listen, I think communism works. you need someone in power that you can trust.
No, I took the bus. So I walked to my adult kickball game.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that to be adult?
It's adult kickball. I'm not playing against children. I guess I could just call it a kickball game. But
Yeah,
I walked to my kickball game.
Okay.
I walked to my kickball game and then caught a ride to a bar to get wings and then took the bus home.
Oh God. You know what's funny? You just outlined a day for you that if someone said to me, "What do you think he's doing right now?" I'm like, "Okay, wings. Probably going to play
Playing a children's game.
He's probably playing some sport that no one plays except unless you're a drunk or a former athlete that just wants to feel a sense of glory." So he's either playing pickleball, eating a burger, he's either a hot dog, playing badminton, or he's eating wings, playing kickball.
And wings, I guess.
And you nail one of them.
Yeah.
I would never guess the bus though.
Yeah.
You do have like a, if someone were to say, how would you peg Brent? I'd
How
say
would you peg? How you're gonna
over a table with over a table. And then I jump into him. But
we'd get you a stepladder.
give me an apple box. If LA's the only place where someone is on an apple box banging some guy from behind. For sure.
It's happened.
For sure. Every apartment comes with a couple apple crates, apple boxes. Anyhow, what was I going to say?
Oh, how you would peg?
Oh,
me.
how would I peg you? All right. If someone said, you were in front of me and so I said, what do you think this guy, A to B, what does he take? I would say bicycle, mountain bike. You got a mountain bikey vibe.
I do, and I have a bike.
And here's my 2 reasons why. Always in shorts.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah.
You look athletic.
Thank you.
Okay. Also, this is a big one, and this is the reason why I can never be on a motorcycle, aside from the statistics and the fear of dying. But I look like I could be on a motorcycle. I got motorcycle
You really have the motorcycle.
I have the gear. Yeah.
Gear, yeah.
Yeah. You have the perfect motorcycle helmet hair because because you could take. I don't think you put anything in it. You can just take it off and like, hey, this is me.
Yeah.
Me. This is like every strand is
Yeah.
placed. I can't put a helmet on this lettuce.
No, I could.
Th-
Yeah, dude, it would only make my hair better overall.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
you can rock a helmet. You can take it off, go like that.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, who is that guy? He's holding a burger. It's not even in a bag. I think he's eating it while he's on the bicycle. But I can see it being one of those LA bike guys. The guys that like ride a bike everywhere.
Yeah. I have a bike. I thought I might be one of those guys.
And
it's too scary.
yeah,
Riding a bike in LA is terrifying.
Yeah.
They do not care if you live or die out there. I used to ride Eddie, I should be dead. I used to ride a scooter, like a motor scooter,
What do you mean?
like a moped.
Really?
Yeah. Not in LA when I lived in Seattle.
Like a sit down?
Yeah.
Like a real European?
Like a real European. It was a
Whoa.
Honda
Wait.
Elite 80 cc's.
I'm thinking of a Vespa.
It's like a Vespa, but a little bigger.
Really?
Yeah. And I have video evidence that I should be dead because one time I was riding it through Seattle, and in some parts of Seattle they have traffic lights on the corners instead of in the middle. And I'm going through an intersection and and a car almost hits me, and I see lights flash, and I'm like, holy shit, that guy just ran the red light. Like, I'm lucky I'm not dead.
Right.
2 weeks later, 16 days later, we'll come back to that. 16 days later, I get a notice in the mail that's like, hey, you ran a red light. Here's your red light ticket.
Okay.
And there's video of it. I didn't see the light because it was in the corner and not in front of me. And I cruised right through a red light. This guy almost hit me.
Whoa.
Barely missed
You have the
me.
footage?
I don't think I do anymore. I don't know if I can access it anymore. But yeah, barely missed me. And
Your whole life would have changed.
and I should be dead probably. But here's the kicker to this story is I didn't want to pay the ticket, even though I was definitely in the wrong.
But no, but that's your payback to God, being
Yeah.
like you didn't hurt me.
Yeah, I cheated death, but I wasn't willing to pay money. And so I looked up the RCW codes, like the law about traffic cameras, and if they don't send you the notice within 2 weeks, if it's not in the mail within 2 weeks, it's void. And they mailed it the 15th day, and so I submitted an appeal that was like, hey, the law says you have to get it to me in 14 days. It didn't get to me in 14 days, and they took it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess what you did was technically right,
Mm-hmm.
but you did something that was technically wrong.
Yeah.
You'd think you
It balances out in a way.
yeah, you cheated death and you'd have to pay $50 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
God
worked.
wouldn't want me to give $50 to the government.
No, to help people out and live a better life in the society that I come to love.
No, I'm giving it to the cops.
No,
I'm giving it, they're gonna use it to drive drunk and get away with it or whatever.
Do I walk around the city complaining about everything? Yes. Do I help contribute by paying off my proper tickets and bills? No. Why would I do that? I'd rather complain.
Look, I pay my taxes,
You do.
but mostly. But when it comes to like tickets, I feel like there's an aspect of it that's like gamesmanship where it's like, if I can get away with not paying a ticket, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Because you know what? To take your side on this, which I hate to do, they do have a quota. So they're looking to get you.
And they're
looking to get you.
with a camera, it's different.
Okay.
If someone catches me being naughty and they say, hey, pull over, you were being naughty,
Right.
I'll pay that ticket. But a camera, come on, you gotta earn it.
Have you been pulled over before?
Oh, so many times.
Really?
Yeah. Have you never been pulled over before?
I got pulled over. Knock on wood now, because someone's gonna be like, pull me over. But I've been pulled over once because I was driving a rental car. The rental car? I think it was a rental car in LA. Because my old car was in the shop or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know how to work there's something weird with the headlights. I
Yeah.
was kind of like trying to figure out, are they on? Are they not on? Are these floodlights on? And a cop saw me fidgeting with them, and he was like, "Am I all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a rental car. I have the rental car agreement. I don't know how to work the headlights thing." He's like, one more. Okay, they're on. All right, take care. He thought I was drunk or like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
What? Are you a real cop? You're not playing a character? Although I will say, to the chagrin of my fiance, I'm an exquisite liar. Almost to the diabolical even.
Yeah.
I'm a liar, such a good liar.
Uh-huh.
Should have been a lawyer.
Should have been.
I'm a lying lawyer.
Is there such a thing?
I don't
A dishonest lawyer?
No, not in America.
Oh,
So
wait,
one,
what do you mean?
so I was at a red light,
Mm-hmm.
right? And no, I was in traffic, and I was like, on a, I think it was on Instagram or something, right?
Yeah.
Just literally not hiding it, front of my face
Wow.
like this, and then going the opposite direction in traffic was a cop. So we're like side by side. He looks over at me, he goes, "Anything good on your phone there?"
Oh.
Those kind of like
Mm-hmm.
very fatherly figure, kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
"What? We're just gonna sleep in on Sundays?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, Dad, I gotta do the fucking
Is that what we do
garden."
with our baseball glove when we're done with it?
Uh,
Leave it out in the yard?
like, no, cop daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I go. So then my mind works so quickly as a liar, and to the you may think like, "Oh, Eddie, you're not a liar, handsome. I am a liar."
Mm-hmm.
You a handsome devil? I'm a huge liar. No, I'm not a huge liar, but I can whip it out whenever I can.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, me too.
I've said that so many times. I look up from my phone and I go, "How do I get to the 10 highway? I don't really know. I'd never come to San Diego. Sorry, I'd never come to Santa Monica. I really don't know where I'm going. How do I get to the 10 without a beat?" And he goes like this: "Go down Lincoln, hang a right. You'll see the 10. You're going west. You're going east, right? Yeah. Where you going? I'm going down
Neverland Ranch?
Silver Lake." He's like, "Yes, do that. You'll follow the signs." Go, yeah. And then I just drove away
That's amazing.
immediately.
What
And
year was this?
this is like maybe
Pre-pandemic?
pre-pandemic.
I think, knock on wood, I think it's a lot harder to get pulled over now than it was pre-pandemic.
I got another sweet. Now I have ways to get out of a ticket. Not get out of a ticket. Ways to explain my behavior. Right.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Use this when you're speeding. right?
Okay.
If you're speeding, you get pulled over by speeding. Right.
Shit your pants.
Shit your pants. Shit your pants right away. Smear it all over your face, and be like,
I gotta clean myself up."
Where's my medicine?" So the cop says to me, I vision this moment in my head where he goes, "Do you know how fast you're going?" Like, I'll be honest with you, officer. There was a guy swerving ahead of me, about 4 cars ahead of me. He might have been drunk. I kind of sped up to get past him, and I didn't
And
adjust
there
my
he goes.
and I didn't adjust my speed. So
Yeah.
it was like a red Prius. I'm just saying, like, I had to get
Red
past.
Prius, it had a Biden sticker. I don't know. Maybe you
Yeah,
want to go find him.
doesn't believe your lives matter, officer. But that's my. I'm not saying it works, but that's my explanation. Like,
Yeah.
there's a guy.
Have you tested that out?
No.
Okay. That is good though.
We can do some role play.
Yeah.
Do you look like a cop? You kind of do look like a cop.
I do.
Small town cop.
Unfortunately, I do. I look like a cop.
You do kind of a. If you were an actor, I could
Well,
see
my hair's shorter.
Ethan Hawke, Training Day. I didn't know you like to get wet.
Yeah.
Taking some PCP. Being framed by your other officer. I can see that happening. But anyway, so that would be, if I ever got caught speeding, that's what I would say.
Keep that one in the back pocket. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, did you have another one, or I have a question?
No.
Okay. How many times would you estimate you've been pulled over a lifetime?
Lifetime?
Yeah.
Twice?
Twice? Eddie, I've probably been pulled over close to 20 times.
What are you doing?
Well,
This is not my fault. No. I'm in the right.
yeah, no, you're fine.
I drive
I'm
sensibly.
because when I was young, I got pulled over a lot.
Why? What are
I
you
think
doing?
a part of it was,
You know
part
what?
of it was I
No,
was
you know
fucking
what-
around.
You know what it is? I know exactly what this is. I know you.
Uh-huh.
Former Division III athlete.
Uh-huh.
Say one.
And we'll just say NCAA.
Yeah. Full of beers, piss and vinegar,
Okay.
wings.
Yeah, definitely.
You and your sunflower spitting buddies,
Mhm.
sunflower seed spitting buddies, baseball team guys, doing the guy stuff,
Yeah.
hanging asses out the windows, throwing eggs at your ex's homes, riding around just blaring Soundgarden or whatever.
You did throw some eggs at this poor kid's house.
Just blaring some band.
Mm-hmm.
Just causing mischief, being white young men in America without a worry in the world. Am I
Yeah,
right?
You're not wrong.
There you go.
You're not wrong.
There
But
you go.
part of it was part of it was when I was young, my dad likes cars and he would go to the auction and just buy cheap. It was kind of like buying car lottery tickets because every once in a while one of them would be really good.
He was avoiding his family.
Yeah. But he would just go. So I was always driving these shitty cars.
Right.
And so I think
that weren't registered?
No, they were
Okay.
they were fully registered, but
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't want to get too political here, but I think the police pull over poor people because they have no legal recourse. It's often no legal recourse for them. So I think that I got pulled over a lot, partially for goofing around and partially because I looked like an easy target.
Right.
But yeah, I got pulled over once because one time at a green light, my friend put the car in revert or put the car in neutral, and so I was like, "Rrr," and nothing happened, and so then I put it back in drive, and then he put it back in neutral, and so I like did it in the intersection. I got pulled over that time. One time I got pulled over. So this was kind of not my fault. This cop was all. Anyways, we saw one time it was in high school. One of our friends had an 11 o'clock curfew, and the rest of us had a midnight curfew. So we drop him off. And now we've got an hour to kill.
Okay.
And we're leaving his neighborhood and we see a car full of kids we know who are a grade younger than us. And we're like, let's just follow him for a while, see what happens.
Why?
We had an hour to kill and we live in the suburbs.
Read a book.
Maybe we just didn't want to go home, you know?
Yeah.
So we start following them and eventually they stop. One of them gets out of the car, puts down like a Christmas lawn ornament. This is like around Christmas time. Puts it down and goes, sorry, and then gets back in the car and drives away. I think they stole it off a lawn, thought we had followed them.
Oh, I see.
So I run it over and keep following them.
Run it over?
Yeah, run it over. Keep following them. We follow them like on the freeway. They're on the freeway. I don't know what
You're still
think they're
following
doing.
these kids?
Still following them.
You don't know who these people are?
No, they're like kids we knew from high school.
Oh,
the
okay,
people
okay.
we know.
Right,
But
right.
they didn't recognize us or my car.
Okay.
So we were like, this is funny. Let's just see what John Roca and Austin Collins do or whatever. And so we follow them, and they get on the freeway and they start changing lanes back and forth for no I don't know what they're doing. They're like trying to lose us, but like not going fast enough. And eventually we see a cop follow them off the freeway, and we see the lights turn on.
Cherries,
and we're like,
come on.
They got him. They pulled him over.
What if that ended in a shooting?
That would have been bad, but it didn't. Here's what happened.
Oh, they're white, yeah.
So then we drive by and we're like, oh, that's so funny. And then one of us, what a fateful decision. One of us goes, drive by again. So I turn around, we drive by again, and we see all the kids in the car go, damn, it's them. And the cop jumps in his car, whips around after us, pulls us over, and is like, what are you guys doing? You're out there like trying to scare somebody. And we're like, they're our friends. Like, we're just goofing around. And he was like, why do you have a baseball bat? Because I was in high school and I played baseball. And he goes, why do you have a baseball bat? And I was like, I play baseball. And he goes, oh, you play baseball? And my friend from the backseat lifts up a baseball gloves and goes, yeah, he plays baseball. The cop,
you know what makes
get out of the car. Get out of the car right now.
Really?
Yeah. Put me in handcuffs.
Wow.
Put me in his car.
No.
Asked to search the car. And I'm too young and scared to say no. And my friend had like half a dime bag with him. So one of my friends got arrested off of that. They called my parents, even though I was 18. They called my parents, and I wasn't in trouble. They called my parents. My dad was so mad. Maddest I've ever seen my dad. Thought he was going to punch a cop. So my friend got arrested. Nothing happened to me because they called it. That's the other thing is he didn't believe that was all that we had. So he called in a canine unit to search my car.
Oh my God.
So we all had to sit out there on the curb for like an hour and a half.
Weren't you scared out of your mind?
I was terrified.
What the hell was that? What the hell is that? I was terrified. I thought it was gonna be a real suburban white moment where he's gonna be like, you play baseball? Yeah. And then cut next scene, he's like throwing you a pitch.
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
No, this something.
Can you handle the
guy,
heat? Tell you
Yeah.
what, I don't book you. You hit my knuckle curve.
He had a real bug up his ass. And I think it is worth noting that one person in the car was not white. And I think that might have been part of the reason why he was being weird towards
they
us.
don't want to arrest an Asian kid, a slap hitter, who's ready to go to the Nepean leagues. I have been searched by a police officer before.
What for?
My younger years, I wasn't, I didn't get in a
Were you
fight.
up to no good?
I mean, that was my nickname. It's Eddie up to no good.
Old Eddie up to no good.
Eddie up to no good. No, a friend of mine, like these friends, I think these guys I knew were trying to fight these other guys. This is like, I think middle school,
Yeah.
like 7th grade or something. And someone called the cops, and these guys are pushing each other. I'm just on the outskirts, just doing
Yeah.
what I normally
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
just yelling, just
Mhm.
yelling, shouting, be like, "Get him, not me though. Focus on each other. He, get him.
You're just like a hype man. You're
No,
the corner man
what did he?
spraying water in their
What
mouths.
did he say about you? I didn't say it. He's just like constantly, get him,
Get 'em.
but leave me alone." It's like the little guy in the corner. Yeah, take that. Um, and then cops showed up, breaking up a fight between these guys. I'm just like kind of
Where are
watching.
you in like a parking lot?
This is like at the schoolyard.
Oh, at the school.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's like 6 p.m. I'm just like watching. I'm like, oh my
They had to
god.
call a cop. They don't keep cops at the school where you grew
No,
up.
this is Canada, bro.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like watching, and then the cops are breaking it up, and they searched all of us because I think one guy had a stick,
Yeah.
and they searched it. And remember, I'm in 7th grade. My father is rules my house with an iron fist.
Yeah.
He's look at me as a guy. Okay, I'm very disciplined. I pay my taxes on time.
Sure.
I don't even eat fries when we go out
It's true.
for a diner at night.
It's true.
I
He'll
mean,
get sauteed
quinoa.
spinach with his turkey burger.
I'm a disciplined guy. I'm a good citizen. I'm a good dude, but I'm also a bit of a loose cannon.
Yeah.
No, make no mistake. I, I'm a weaselly slick guy.
Yeah.
But within the law.
Mhm.
But but I was a good kid and never got in trouble. And I got searched, and then he took down our names in a little book.
Oh fuck.
In, it was in pencil, but still a little book.
Yeah.
I don't listen. When you're young, you kind of do things that thinks it makes sense
Yeah.
because you feel like this is the best thing I can do in this moment.
Yeah.
So I went home.
You told?
No.
Okay. Whew.
No.
Thought you were gonna be like, Father, I cannot tell a lie. I was touched by the police.
I did tell a father though. I went home and I just started reading the Bible. I don't know why I thought like, oh
For
God,
appearances or for your soul?
for my soul. I was like, oh my God, please. This is what I literally said. I came home I got searched by the cops. I came home and I said, oh
Oh
God,
my
please,
God.
please make sure the cops don't call my house.
Yeah.
Please don't tell my father. I'll read your book.
Yeah.
I'll read your book.
Whatever it takes, God, I'll read.
So there was light, or whatever the first line was. I just reading the Bible
Mhm.
because I was a scared kid.
Yeah.
I was scared out of my mind. So I just started reading the Bible, just like, "Ah, da, da," and then there was Joseph, and then Joseph, and just like reading. I don't know why. I just compelled to feel like I'm gonna make peace with God and hope He spares me, so
Yeah.
He doesn't tell the cops don't call my dad and be like, "Do you know your son was in a gang fight? Yeah, he might want to check his room for any paraphernalia or weapons, Mrs.
Yeah, I
Della
patted him down,
Siepe."
but who knows what he's got behind his pillow.
Yeah, he's
So did
probably
the cops ever
check under his bed for some nunchucks or, or some other banned substance or some banned uh, weapons. But anyway, so then nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened.
But man, did I read
You were
that
so
Bible?
scared,
I
yeah.
read that Bible.
So one time,
Oh, we gotta get another story soon.
yeah, but more just getting in trouble being a teen. Like maybe the first time I ever really got drunk, my friends and I we're goofing around. I don't know. We're just kind of going from house to house of people we know
Yeah.
in our neighborhood. And at some point, we get separated. Like some of us go one way, some of us go another way, and then we try to catch up with them, but we see that like they are talking to the police now, and we're
Mm.
like, let's get the fuck out of here. And we go home, and we're all kind of like, are they gonna rat on us, And I go home, I go to sleep, I wake up, and a cop is in the driveway. And I'm like, "Oh no. Oh no." And I just remember I sat down on my bed and I just waited. and my mom came upstairs. It was like the longest, walk up the stairs I've ever experienced.
Oh God.
And she opens the door and she's like, "Hey, goofball, a cop found your wallet." Throws it in my room and just walks away.
How old were you?
16?
You're full on shaving at 16, weren't you?
No, it didn't really start coming until about 18.
Wow, really?
I mean, I started getting like fuzz and little whatever, but like when I graduated high school, I had no hair
Really? You look like
under my chin,
you look like
nothing.
you've had a beard for your whole life.
I know, right? It looks like I was born with it.
Very rarely do you see a guy with full head of hair, full lettuce, full facial beard.
Full
Usually
face lettuce, too.
yeah, full face lettuce, full face garnish,
Yeah.
Usually it's one or the other, either like baby
Yeah.
skin and full head of hair, but you got it all.
I got it all.
Yeah, I still can't grow the cheeks out.
Yeah.
The cheeks of my pants are hairier than the
You
cheeks
should
of
go
my
to
face.
Turkey, get the implants.
Those guys are insane.
Do people do that with the
Yeah,
face?
they do it too. I don't want to get in another hair episode. I'm gonna start targeted by him. Him's gonna hit us up.
Honestly, I would love to do ads for him.
Hims, come on, just one pill a
Look,
day.
you want hair,
Get
you
your
want a
youth
hard
back.
dick,
Get your
come
youth back. She'll notice.
on.
We'll notice.
Yeah.
Then your boss comes in like, you're getting a promotion. I don't know why, but you're getting a promotion. Something a little youthful about you. What's going on? Let's talk about what's going on in the news. What's happening? Did you? Actually, this affects you personally because you're a man of the junk food. You're a man that enjoys a bowl, if you will.
Oh yeah, I like a bowl.
What's your thoughts on what's going on with the whole Chipotle situation?
I'm
You
not.
know, are you
I'm a
are
little bit familiar. People have been saying that the quality has declined a lot.
it's the portions. That's
it's
what's
the portions.
It's the portions.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about this, but I've never been I think we've talked about that. I've never been a Chipotle guy. So
Really? I would have pegged you for a Chipotle guy.
I've never
If I had to peg you,
again. If I had to imagine that again,
if I had to peg you, I would be on an
I guess
apple.
I'd put you in a different costume.
You'd be over a table and me on an apple box. Going to town, button down on a belt. Apparently, it's been like a big point of contention with society and Chipotle. I didn't know people love Chipotle that much. I guess so. They're everywhere.
They have ardent defenders.
Chipotle really is America's human dog food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're hungry, you need some sustenance, you need to get from point A to point B, but you don't have the energy or the money. Chipotle.
Come get your slop.
Get your slop.
That should be their slogan.
Watch
Chipotle. You love this slop.
Watch a conveyor belt full of teens not look you in the eye and put slop in a bowl.
Mm-hmm. And then try to trick them into giving you more meat by saying half black beans, half pinto.
There you go. Want to pay $5 for guacamole when you know it's worth a lot less? Come to Chipotle. Get the water cup and fill it with soda. I dare you.
Yeah.
We're watching you, asshole. So a team of Wells Fargo analysts, I don't know why Wells Fargo was involved, ordered 75 identical bowls at 8 different Chipotle locations in NYC to test portion sizes.
Okay.
You got too much time in our hands.
Yeah.
It's like the Better Business Bureau or
You work at the
something.
bank. You work at a bank and you did that?
I think it's like this bank is a bunch of analysts who work
How
for
do I
Wells
get
Fargo.
this job?
I know you need to be like a bowl tester.
I need to be a bowl tester.
Yeah, I've always felt that way. That guy should be testing bowls.
Testing bowls,
The-
burgers, wings.
The results showed significant inconsistencies in weight and size, with some locations serving bowls 33% larger than others. To that I say, well, they're franchised, and you're hiring teenagers. You think they're following the books?
And you just gave them a scoop to like
yeah, they might
get it's not, they're not using measuring cups, and it's like pieces of chicken. It's not uniform.
Also, you have to like kind of you have to take in consideration. Some people just want to help people they like to look at. Like, oh, he's a nice lady, or oh, he's an old man.
Or if you're kind of a jerk and I work at Chipotle, you're not getting as much chicken
There you
as
go.
the person before.
If someone goes, hey, hurry up there, Jose.
You're
like,
getting 33% less, my friend.
There you go. So the medium weight was 21.5 ounces, ranging from 14 to 27 ounces. The study confirms customer complaints about inconsistent portion sizes. Chipotle CEO had previously denied that portion sizes had decreased. The CEO did address it.
I saw that, but that's like inconsistent is different from decreased, because some of them were 21 ounces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, you know what it is? It's America's obsession with fast food and consistency.
Yeah.
Because Americans, we love when I get a Big Mac,
It's a Big Mac.
it's a Big Mac.
Every time that's true.
If I go to Japan, if I go to Texas, the Big Mac's got to be the same.
Yeah.
And there's a sense of comfort in that. I can understand that.
When a company can do that consistently, it is comforting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But like,
But when you're kind of nitpicking a little bit, you're like, well, this has got 10 more beans than this playing, or there's
yeah.
half a scoop
Well,
more.
especially something that's, I mean, it's not exactly made to order,
Now,
but it is sort of made to order. For you to expect it to be the same every time is stupid.
now listen, I'm not, I'm part of, I'm a proletariat. I'm with the people here. I
Mhm.
think I'm not up with big bull.
Big bowl.
I'm not
Big barbacoa doesn't own us.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm not siding with Chipotle. What I'm saying is this is what happens with the more franchises you have, more consistency.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I dislike that it's under.
Yeah.
I wish it was more over.
Of course.
And what they should do is I know they have these shareholders and they have these bottom lines and all this money and they have to make sure they hit a certain thing and they can all these analysts can detect if you do if each bowl is just a little bit less beans, you'll save $1 million or whatever the numbers are. Places like this, like where it's like all scoops of stuff, I think it should be lax and be like, it's okay to go a little bit over on the meat.
Yeah.
It's
Of course.
okay.
Yeah.
You're already worth so much, Chipotle. It's okay. Wow, I got a little bit more of this beef that's from a mysterious fattened cow from the middle of nowhere, America.
Being served by someone who makes minimum wage.
Minimum wage, who's high on fentanyl, who can't wait to do a TikTok dance. That's what I care about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a Chipotle guy. Although when I do have it, I'm like, this is kind of nice.
Every time I have it, it's good.
It is good.
It's just I never consider it, and it always seems so heavy to me. Or
What's
at least,
your-
when I do it,
What's
I
your-
don't even know what my order is. I don't go.
I do a chicken bowl, no beans.
No beans. Okay.
Because I can't do both. I can't be full of this human dog food and just be a farty machine.
Sure.
I can't have it.
Sure.
And I don't want to
I'm open to that. To being
How far away are we from you farting openly on this podcast? Are we maybe 50 episodes?
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
About a year in, I'll get a little too comfortable and I'll just do it. And I'll immediately be like, my bad. But it's kind of
But what point does it get to the point where you fart and then we laugh? I laugh. You know how far it's got to go for me to laugh?
That's got to be we have to be making money.
Yes.
That's
when I laugh. And then when I do it for the camera. And then when I get back,
it's disgusting.
I vomit in my own mouth. I will say though, I used to have exes that would burp. And I had one ex that she was kind of rough around the edges. And she would burp and pick her nose and just be, just a real piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Great boobs, great body.
Sure.
Found me very attractive and funny. That cancels a lot of each other out. But she would burp loud, open mouth in the car.
Not in public.
No, but outside the confines of our home.
Sure.
In our car.
Sure.
And I was
just in front of you.
And listen, I'm not some sort of gender traditionalist. And I'm like, no, ladies don't burp. What you do is you I don't know. You
hold on to it till it becomes a fart. And leave yourself to the restroom and wipe thoroughly.
Yeah. No, what I was is listen, this goes across all human beings. Call me crazy, but I really don't want to hear, smell, or feel the gases from the pit of your stomach.
Sure.
It is the grossest thing.
It doesn't bother me all that much.
Are you serious?
If I have a girlfriend, if she farts in front of me, I don't care.
You don't care at all?
I don't care.
What if she
burp in my mouth, lady? I don't care.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Burp in your mouth?
I don't care.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it depends how hot they are.
That's a factor.
If a hot woman burps in your mouth, you're like, hey, I get
It's kind of like kissing.
It's kind of like kissing with the air.
Yeah.
But if an ugly person burps in your mouth,
disgusting. Get away from me. I'm calling the police.
begs the question, why did you let them get that close to begin with then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a horny guy.
Lapse in judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lapse in judgment. We're both eating wings.
Yeah. I saw her from across the room, face covered in sauce.
Sounds
You
like
can get a good look,
that's my scarlet letter or whatever it is. That's my mating signal. Yeah, she would burp openly, like, "Bleh." I'm like,
She sounds cool.
Let me ask you a question.
Was she single? What's she up to now?
No. I got nudes in a hidden folder though. No, I'm joking. Totally joking. I erased everything. So let me ask you a question. When it comes to like, a female, what are your thoughts on armpit hair?
I mean, I'm not crazy about it,
Right.
but I totally understand
Right.
if you're a woman and you say, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm not going to be upset.
Okay. What are your thoughts on no deodorant?
Are you stinky?
Yeah.
Then I mean, you don't have to use antiperspirant with aluminum, but like throw on a little bit of the natural stuff at
Yes.
least. That's what I do.
I've listen. I'm not pro. I'm not here rooting for big aluminum,
Yeah,
but I do. I don't wear an antiperspirant.
me neither.
What's your choice?
I use the Arm& Hammer Natural.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't peg you for that.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be like
You're not look. You're not gonna believe this, but I didn't wear deodorant. Well, you're gonna believe this, but I didn't wear deodorant at all until like
You met me?
maybe like 3 years ago. I mean, that's not true. But I didn't wear it consistently until maybe like 2 years ago.
Are you serious?
And here's the thing. This is the
Why?
part you're not gonna believe. I don't smell like that.
That's what you think.
Because okay,
You stink.
I used to work party rentals delivery where we would ride around in a truck, move heavy stuff around all summer.
Okay.
I'm in the truck and I'm like, I never wear deodorant. And my friend, who I am in this truck with every day, is like, that's disgusting, man. And I was like, Justin, we've been riding around in this truck every day, getting sweaty, moving stuff around in the same truck. Have you noticed a smell? And he goes, oh, you're right.
Okay. There are people that don't sweat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I sweat. But now also I think that something happened in the last few years. I think you get older, you just start getting stinkier. I do smell. It is easier for me to get to the point of smelling now, and so I wear deodorant more.
I wear deodorant, no, like a not an anti. I don't wear an antiperspirant. I wear I just do. I'm like listen. You may look at me as a refined guy. He's wearing Japanese denim. He's wearing some really high-end Italian sneakers. He's got he's got a shirt that's specifically designed as a 40s cut with a loop wheel,
no seam down the side.
Seam down the side.
Organic cotton.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to certain things, get me a Old Spice.
Yeah.
Get me an Old Spice. I have a picture of a bear ripping through a tree or an elk just yelling.
What about Axe? You doing Axe?
Are you insane? I'll stop this podcast. Are you crazy? Do I do Axe? No.
Okay. Old Spice. Look, Old Spice is
Old Spice deodorant is different. Axe is a spray.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
There was a point where Axe ruled all.
Yeah.
There was a point in our lives when we were young, back in the 90s and early 2000s.
You were cool if you didn't smell like freaking Axe.
Where you would get a can, a black can that had a picture of a phoenix on it.
Mm-hmm.
And all it said was fire rising or a phoenix ice.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, Ashley in math, she was going to smell that.
Oh, yeah. And then you put it on recklessly.
Yeah.
There was times when I would, like, when I was a kid, I would lay my shirt down and give it a nice Axe coating. And this is after I did my body.
Yeah.
Then I would do my body.
So you'd
And then
full body and then the shirt over.
And then put on a wet Axie shirt.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like,
ladies,
unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. Hair, gel in my hair, crispy. Crispy, like Popeye's chicken crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a time.
Yeah. I had the crispy, I had the freaking crispy, I had the freaking ski jump. Did you ever do that one?
Oh, yeah.
The Ross from Friends.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't know better.
Bleached freaking ski jump.
There was a time when we were young where like, oh my God, there needs to be more chemicals in this.
Yeah.
The more chemicals, the better.
Yeah.
God, looking back now it's like, oh, hey, I don't use deodorant. I rub a pine cone underneath my armpits.
Yeah. A crystal.
I have a friend that has like like a salt rock.
Like a Himalayan.
Yeah, like a salt
Huh.
rock, and it's like it looks like a deodorant stick, but it's just a rock of salt.
And
It's rounded,
he just rubs it on his
and
pits.
just like it rubs on his pits.
Does he stink?
No, he smells like nothing.
Okay.
That's it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Not I will say though, any man that does white deodorant, you are a dangerous human being.
Yeah.
You're fighting with fire.
Yeah, you're really asking for trouble.
You're asking for trouble. You live recklessly.
We've improved deodorant technology. You don't have to do this anymore.
Like when you take off your shirt, it looks like snowy, like mountaintops.
It's gross.
And it gets on your shirt.
It's gross.
It's powdery.
Ugh.
Who does that?
I don't know. Not me.
I just I can't wait to get to the point where I'm just like, you know what? No deodorant, nothing.
No deodorant.
That won't be me. Any other news stories going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Did you see the sinkhole?
Oh, in the field?
Yeah. Did you see that video?
It looked, you know what it reminded me of a little bit? Remember
What?
the scene in Batman with Bane?
Yes.
Holy shit.
I do remember
Totally.
when Heinz Ward died on the field.
Holy crap. You've never agreed to something more more enthusiastically on this podcast. Is that what it takes?
I guess just reference some. Well, I think it's an apt comparison and a reference to a movie I did enjoy. So yeah, you really got me.
You reacted like Einstein figured out E equals MC squared.
Yes.
Of course. It was right there under my mustache the whole time. Oh.
I think I was just captivated by the video and I couldn't figure out why. And
That's
now
such
I
a dude
know.
reference.
Yeah.
Like, Sinkhole, like in Batman when Bane took over the game. And there was this team that was supposed to be the Steelers,
Yeah,
but they weren't.
Gotham was playing the Steelers, but not really because the NFL didn't want to be involved.
Which is bogus.
Yeah.
Goodell don't want to be part of a cool movie.
But that does mean that. I guess that means that Ben Roethlisberger got swallowed up in that hole.
Hopefully before.
You know what? America would have been better for it.
Hopefully before the allegations.
Of course.
That'd be great. Not after.
No.
It'd be cool if he got swallowed, but after he.
But after he. Yeah.
Imagine
Until after he had a chance.
Some massages is like, oh, they killed Rothberg. It happened after the thing, right? Good. Because, I just don't believe everyone.
He's got to get his.
I don't believe all women. It's got to get his. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the video is crazy because it's like.
Oh, you have a video of it happening?
Yeah. You didn't see? I got
No.
video. Well, now I'm just going to open an ad, so give me 1 second here. But yeah, there's video of. I know.
No free advertising.
I'm watching ads. But yeah, because you can watch the where it opens up is like right where the benches are. So if they're luckily this happened in the summer. There's no one around. Boy, it's a long ad. But
Where did it happen? Was it like
somewhere in Illinois?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why. There it is. Let me see this. Anyone watching this is riveting.
Yeah, I know. We'll play the video on
the camera. Oh yeah. And there's the whoa.
Right? Watch the benches just get swallowed up. That's where the freaking soccer players would be if this was a soccer game.
But there isn't because it's a third-tier sport in America. That's all.
Yeah, honestly, you're welcome.
Wow. The pictures are kind of wild. The sinkhole.
I don't understand. Obviously, I guess nobody does, and that's why this still happens. But like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
The ground could just collapse at any minute. I don't have enough to worry about.
Wait a second. Could the earth also shake and crack and quake, if you will?
I've heard it does at some places, but like probably not here.
Nah, not here. Not in the middle of the night. We'd have some kind of warning, I'm sure, if it did. No, it would just happen just randomly and scare the crap out of you and ruin everything you know.
Shake your windows and
scare your dog, and you end up going underneath a door frame, yelling at your significant other and punching her out and just taking whatever rations you can and trying to start a whole new life in this new existence.
That's what Eddie did July 5th, 2019.
No. Sinkhole is scary, which is like, I guess that could happen anywhere at any time.
Apparently, there was like a limestone mine or something
That's
nearby.
that's
so
what
that's
it
part of it.
is.
Yeah.
Right. But
But
you,
it's like don't. I mean, maybe we shouldn't build soccer fields above mine shafts.
hey Siri, what causes a sinkhole?
Okay.
Rainwater eroding the underlying bedrock.
Hmm.
I see.
So anywhere where it rains, this
I
could happen.
see. And you know who I blame for this?
Fauci.
Joe Biden.
Joe-
Fauci? Close.
Yeah, pretty close.
His little buddy. He's a little buddy to this guy.
Old guy in the government.
What time were you at? Oh, wow. That was a loud one. We really peaked there. I think we hit our time. Do you have a good time?
I had a great time.
What do you got to plug here? We
This will be out Thursday the 18th. So if you're in the morning, if it's the morning of the 18th and you're in Seattle, come see me at the Hereafter tonight.
Oh, go see him.
Belltown.
Go see, and we'll have so many things to talk about when you come back from our little adventures in Seattle and Della. What's going on with me? I'm going to promote this podcast. Give it a rating review on Apple Podcasts. Also, subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. Leave a comment. Let us know your favorite part. Keep it positive. Don't be a troll. Save that for someone else.
Yeah.
A political leader of some sort. Or a WNBA page.
Hey. Caitlin Clark. I don't know.
She's the rookie of the year in my heart. They're not the team can't handle her passes. That's what it is. No one's got her back.
Nah, I blame Fauci
Fauci.
for her struggles.
Fauci.
If she hadn't been vaccinated, she'd be the MVP.
Fauci's the real reason why the fever isn't doing well. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hope we don't get flagged for this episode now. Really?
Nah,
we're funny. We're a comedy
good.
podcast.
Hey, look at we're smiling. We're having a good time.
This shirt has are those lobsters again? What are
No, this is golf tournaments, I believe.
Have you been to any of them?
No, this is a very old shirt.
Yeah, so old it doesn't. Is it really?
Yeah, I bought it on Depop. 90. I think it's from '96. That's because it's like different U.S. Open logos.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a local, like Seattle, like
No.
golf course shirt. It's like, all right, we'll work on that. Subscribe to the podcast, give a rating and review, follow us on social media. All the links to that are in the description of this episode. Follow us on Instagram, be a part of our lives. Watch us live if you can. If you're in Los Angeles, every single Wednesday at a Totally Comedy Show. Also, see us on the road. Tour dates coming up all the time. We'll talk to you soon.